Welcome to Grass Kings, where people like you get your butts kicked. Welcome back to WhodooTV. Today is another Matt Kindt book. I'm Hoosier.
And I'm Jared. And we're talking about Grass Kings. So yeah, it's kind of Matt Kindt week, right. Which is totally cool. But this here's a story about kind of a trailer park commune sort of thing. Yeah, it's different.
Right. Right away in this book, you're gonna see the art, the watercolor art that it has, like a mixed media, is really an interesting, fitting art for this book. This book is done by Boom Studios, Matt Kindt written. I apologize. The artist is Tyler Jenkins. I heard Matt talk about this, that this was initially Tyler's idea, and he asked Matt to write it for him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
wow.
It's kind of a cool entry. Gave him the idea, and they went with it. So.
Yeah, I mean, we'll talk about kind of like what the story is, but like the art really does lend itself to sort of the atmosphere, kind of the bleeding over of the watercolors and everything. It kind of gives it sort of a gritty, dirtier sort of feel and stuff. So it's in a way, I mean, I like it, and I think it's nice. Yeah, it is kind of the flavor of the month art with a lot of books recently. Yeah, that is kind of true, to be completely honest. I mean, we did just review Royal City, and it kind of had the watercolor thing going on as well. It's a good point. Not like it's a bad thing, but it's something that you're seeing there. It's very an artistic expression, which I like, though. Yeah. But yeah, in this book, we're welcome to the Grass Kingdom, and we're meeting the kings of the Grass King. Yeah. We meet Bruce. Yeah, who is like the sheriff. The sheriff of the town. Yeah. We have Asher. He's kind of the younger brother. There's three brothers. He's the younger of them, and he's kind of I don't know, kind of the handyman, maybe. I don't know. He's wanting to blow stuff up. Loose cannon. Yeah. Right. And then there's the older brother Robert, who's kind of seems like he's estranged off on his own world within this kingdom. Yeah. I really get the vibe that you get this group, this family, or a community that it looks like they've based. And it kind of gives you this kind of redneck, backwoods kind of feel too, next to a lake. There's just this weird community where it's off the grid type community. It does give you a vibe that they talk about how they have walls and they're just them there. They don't want others. They make their own rules. It gave me a little Walking Dead Alexandria feel to it. Maybe, I don't know what issue 2 has. Maybe we'll see zombies. Who knows? Right? Yeah, it's got this. They're very like anti-establishment for sure. Right. They're gonna set their own rules. They're going to kind of take their own land. Yeah. So it kind of starts out. It's kind of an intro to the area a little bit there, but then we're introduced like to Bruce, and he's driving his cop car, but he's got kind of this kid in the back seat who keeps espousing these things about how they're thieves and like you know they don't belong, and we learned that this kid is from a town across the lake, and he's talking about how the three brothers are squatters, and that whole Grass Kingdom is all squatters, that they're nothing but criminals and murderers themselves, and so this guy is basically being escorted through. It's kind of like a tour of the city, which is kind of cool. Yeah. It's a good way to introduce the book and introduce the kind of setting that we're in. And so we learned that this kid who is from the city across the lake, Cargill, I believe I said that right, is they let him know that, hey, you should be careful. We got guns on you all the time. Yeah. We got big walls. We don't want you here. Yeah. And people are constantly radioing to Bruce like, hey, here's something going on, and like keeping everybody informed. And it's just really interesting. Everybody kind of has their own job, and that's something that we see as they do this little tour and everything. Right. It's definitely gets you to think a little bit more about each character you meet along the way.
You meet like a guy carving wood. You meet a guy writing a story, and his story is like a murder story where he's trying to figure out that there's a murder among us, and it's got a little foreshadowing Phil there.
Yeah, for sure. And even like the passenger in Bruce's cop car, he even alludes to the fact that there's like a serial killer living among them. So it's like, what the heck is this? You know?
Right. Yeah. So he gets a weird vibe there, and then outside of that, like we finally get to meet Robert at the very end.
Yeah.
On the front porch. Just sitting on a rocking chair in the front porch.
And apparently he's got some sort of drinking problem, and like it's gone through the town like, hey, you know, your brother's been in the booze, like go help him out. Right. So,
and then, you know, to kind of leave you guys on our trailer, you know, we see that his daughter was once lost. Like he fell asleep watching his daughter one day, and this goes back into the past. And his daughter comes up missing. Yeah,
he's like woken up, and like his wife is like, "Where's Rose?" And it's kind of this extreme moment where he's like, "I just closed my eyes for like a moment," and it had been like, you know, a couple hours perhaps, and the panic sets in, and then we're brought back to this moment,
and then there's somebody in the lake who looks to be more of a early age adult female at that point, and he yells Rose, and so we're assuming that that's the daughter.
It's weird because he goes trudging out there and like embraces her, and I don't know, it's like how I'm curious to see like how does he know, or like what exactly is going on, and everything like that.
Well, and then we see the kid that that Bruce just took back to Cargill and dropped him off. That kid shows up to Sheriff Humbert. Yeah. And basically, Sheriff Humbert goes, "Well, did you find her?"
Yeah.
And so we're left to believe that was Rose.
Yeah, and it's like this cliffhanger of like, what the heck is going on? Like, I don't know, just all the pieces of like, there may be a serial killer. Now there's a girl missing. This girl shows up. You know, there's been an investigation like since, you know, this girl's been missing to like try and find her, and everyone's been pointing at this place, and it's insane. It's like,
who's the bad guy? Is it the Grass King, or is it Cargill?
Yeah.
Is it that sheriff that they abducted the daughter, or what?
Is there a big misunderstanding? Is it like she got lost and like now she's back and like really nobody did anything? It's like it's interesting. It's like there's the drive through the town, nothing significant happens action wise, yet throughout every interaction there's this underlying grit of like there's something there and you don't know what it is yet. It's very intriguing.
I almost feel like I would love a soundtrack to this, because just like some weird slow banjo guitar playing in the background.
A little Deliverance.
And because it does give you that vibe. It's very it is like, it's suspenseful, but you know, it caught my attention. It was a good read. So
I would like to see more of it. I mean, I think I'd be pulling out my hair if I went issue by issue, because of like, if they're just feeding us these little bits, if Matt Kindt is just feeding us these little things, I'll be pulling out my hair. So I might have to wait till a trade, you know, just so I can like eat it all up, you know. That's just me being greedy though.
And part of it is wanting to know exactly what happened right away too. It'd make me want to get each issue. But I get what you're saying for that, for sure. I want to give quality to this book. It's a very nice, well done book. I haven't got a whole lot of Boom titles before.
And Boom is interesting. We've talked about this, you and I, about how Boom does a lot of like licensed titles.
The WWE and Big Trouble Little China.
Big Trouble Little China, Back to the Future, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and stuff like that. So it's
good to see him do something that's original.
It's super original, and it's thought provoking, and it's kind of kind of interesting to ride.
Right. I like it. I think it's a good read. Definitely a read for mine. And that's up to you whether you want to buy this one or borrow it. I do think it's a read for sure, though.
Yeah, I give it that too.
Yeah,
I definitely would.
So that's kind of where we're at today, guys. And again, we're here to be a resource for you with any comic books that you guys are interested in reading. If there's stuff you're reading or you are interested about, let us know in the comments below, so we can get our nose into some books and maybe put it on a video for you.
Yeah, definitely. Be sure to subscribe. If you like the video, hit the like button. And
follow us on Twitter at WhodooTV. Leave us a message. We appreciate it. We're just getting out there, so any support you guys give us is we appreciate it very much.
Absolutely.
We'd love it. So
cool.
All right, guys. Thank you, and stay classic.